Online to get free money off vouchers and a smart swapper packed with easy meal ideas for your family.
Okay, Nicole, as a nutritionist, that seems simple, but I hear a lot of debate and a lot of discussion about diet drinks. For instance, they have their own problems that apparently a lot of people would say that they fool the body, or they have ingredients that are maybe even worse for you than the full fat versions.
What we're talking about here is some really basic, simple swaps. So we're looking at the bigger picture of if somebody is over-consuming high amounts of any particular food, which is high in fat and high in sugar, we're looking at what can we do to make it really easy to swap those things. I just want to make the point that this really does make a difference if you're a high consumer of any particular food. However, if you swap it for something healthy or the reduced fat and have lots of it, if you have lots of something, it's probably
you're not saying yes
the best
to me.
thing
So the diet version, you're not convinced. I mean, really what you're saying, you probably would rather see people, instead of changing to the diet version, just drinking water.
That would be the best, but we need to make, like you said, achievable small steps. And if you're looking at somebody that is a high consumer of a high sugar drink, if you're having lots of cola, for example, in a day, and you're maybe having 3 large bottles a day, cut that back and switch it to a diet version. Really easy swap.
It's a start.
You're going to cut back on 500-600 calories a day, which is going to lead to significant weight loss over the week. So we're looking at
I heard that it
can we
doesn't.
do?
I heard that actually the body is fooled into thinking it's still getting sugar, therefore it doesn't reduce any weight.
If you just change that one item and don't overconsume in something else, you're going to see a change.
Okay.
It's what you put instead. So if you change something and then overconsume that other thing and change your diet radically another way, it's not going to work. So reducing your fat by putting a lower fat and then having lots of it, or 3 times the amount of it, you're probably going to be worse off.
Yeah, you see,
so swapping
the
like for like.
The principle here is good. I mean, we can all understand the principle. And if you look at the professor, for instance, fine figure of a man, you know to look at him, his body is a temple. Professor, what changes? Have you made any changes in life, or what have you found out that you would like to divulge to the rest of us?
Well, you know, quite a while ago, I made the decision to swap from sugary drinks into diet. And then over time, I then swapped from diet to water. And that has been a great swap for me. And that's one of the things that took me a while to do. But certainly I've done that. And I've combined that with much more exercise as well. So the new year is a great time to make resolutions. And it's a great time to make small steps that can be consistently achieved for better health and well-being.
Okay, good luck to you, Professor. Thanks very much indeed for the message as well. Nicole, though, but we're talking about milk, full-fat milk to the semi-skimmed or skimmed version, reduced fat and cheese, that sort of thing as well. But take the sugary drinks, for instance. I find after a while I crave that sugar. It's all right saying you cut down it, but I actually do want that sugar sometimes. And I like the idea of water. I don't dislike water, but I do like a fizzy drink as well.
Well, the fizzy drinks thing is one area that I really have seen. When you do swap that for the diet version, it's a massive cut in calories, and it is a relatively easy thing to do. As we've seen with the professor doing it, it does work. But you do have to keep a check and say, well, just because I'm doing something healthy and healthier in one area doesn't mean I can now have loads of cakes and biscuits. You've got to keep the rest of your diet looking good as well if you're going to make that one swap.
Okay. The one thing, I'm going to go for that. I like small changes make big differences with that Change4Life type thing. I like the idea of that.